I'm going to share with you how I've made $18,000 in my first ever 30 days selling on Amazon FBA and how I'm leveraging this to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. After hundreds of hours of product research, I finally figured out the formula for a successful product, and I want to share this with you so that you can use the same exact strategy. I'm going to be dropping a ton of value in this video because I want you to know what works right now. There are a lot of people online that talk about strategies, but these are strategies that have worked on Amazon FBA years ago. There have been many changes to Amazon's platform in the recent months, and a lot of these people have not adapted to these new changes. And all I ask for you is to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can help and reach more people out there. And what I'll do for you is that if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you and help you the best that I can. If you saw my first video on YouTube, I shared my first month success story, and if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you do so. It's going to be above or in the description below. But I've created this video when I was a complete beginner at Amazon FBA, and now that I'm an expert at this, I really know how to successfully launch products over and over again to make me a lot of money. And I can really dissect and teach you why my product was so damn successful. If you take a quick look at my products, they have all made thousands of dollars within the last 12 months of me selling on Amazon FBA. When first starting out, I was completely lost and I was trying to look for random products. I did this for hours and hours and weeks at a time. I tried to look for brand new products that never existed, and I also tried to invent something that doesn't exist out there. Another thing that I tried to do was I tried to force products that I wanted to make work. So I really love my pets, I really love animals. So I tried to find a product and force a product in a pet's accessory niche. And I couldn't find anything, and I was getting frustrated. I couldn't figure anything out, right? But one thing that has really changed for me was, instead of thinking and looking outside the box, I just paid attention to what was right in front of me, and I kept an open mind to whatever the wind took me. That's where I would just end up, right? And once I kept an open mind and let whatever happen, that's when a lot of products popped onto my radar, and this is where I was able to find hundreds of potential successful products to launch. First thing I want you to do is just pick a niche. A niche is whatever you search in the search bar on Amazon to find a product that you want to buy. And I just want you to just pick anything, start from somewhere so that it could just get your creative mind going, and just go wherever the wind takes you so that a product comes to you and you're not going there forcing to look for a product. So just look around your house to see what's popping up, right? So I have a mouse pad here, I have a reusable cup, a reusable tumbler, and a phone case. So just use those as starting points, right? And what you want to do when looking down the niche, so you want to pay attention to the different colors, different sizes, different designs and themes that are popping up over and over again. And if you see different things popping up over and over again, this is going to get your creative mind going, and it's also a good indicator that you can look deeper into this niche. This is called sub-niching. So there are 3 things that I specifically look for really quickly to validate whether or not I want to go forward and look deeper into this niche. Is demand. I want to make sure that there's a lot of demand in the niche. 2, there is competitors where they all look different from each other, because if they all look the same, there's a really low chance that you're going to be able to stand out from them. And then 3, they have to be making money. If the demand is really high and then all the competitors look a little different from each other, you know that each of those competitors that look different from each other, they all have their own sub niches, and that you'll be able to compete against the competitors in the sub niches versus that really broad niche. Let's just use this for an example. Reusable tumbler. This reusable tumbler has 20,000 people looking at it per month, but there are also 500 competitors in that niche. The way to sub niche this is that maybe you're looking down the list on Amazon and you find a pink one, right? So then the sub niche for the reusable tumbler is pink reusable tumbler. That's what you would type in the search bar. And maybe, let's just say, for instance, that the pink reusable tumbler only has like 1 to 3 competitors in there, so that you know that okay, this is a really good chance that I am able to beat or even just take a piece of that pie of the competitors in the pink reusable tumbler. It's a lot easier to make money against competitors, against 1 to 3 competitors, versus if you were to go against hundreds of competitors, right? So what I do is I make sure that the sub niche, the pink reusable cup, has enough demand and then has very low competition. Once you find a niche with high demand and low competition, this is where the magic really happens. The next thing that I did was that I tried to figure out how I can stand out from the competition. And what I realized was that all I had to do was take an already successful product on the market and do two things to it. One, improve the flaws on that existing product, and then two, add something new to it, whether it's an aesthetic feature or a function, or you can even do both. And if you think about Apple and Microsoft, they're both computers, they're both the same exact product, but what Apple did differently was that they designed their products more towards designers and more towards creative users, making it more convenient for them and making all colorful more fun, right? So they were able to make their own sub niche. They marketed their products this way, and this is why they're so successful. This is what I did with my products, and they are all successful. I made over $1 million in sales last year in 2021. I have made a business that is worth over $1 million in less than 2 years. Remember, you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to invent something new. All you have to do is do simple changes to an existing product. So with improving products, all you have to do is look at your competitors' listings, look at all the 1 and 5-star reviews. What the 1-star reviews is going to share with you, it's going to share with you what customers don't like and what they wish was improved with the product. You literally take those things from the customers, their requests, and you add those improvements onto your products. And then you market your product that way, that you show, hey, my products don't have this same problem that the other products have, right? And this is how you one up them really easily with your listing. 2, you look at the 5-star reviews, and what you want to do with the 5-star reviews is that you want to see what customers love about the product so that you know that these are things that you want to keep on your own product. And then 2, to add improvements, right? To add feature or function or aesthetic, something aesthetic is color, size, shape, designs, something like that, right? If you don't know what to do in order to, have your highest chance of success, let's just use an example. The niche is donut reusable coffee tumbler, and there's only like 1 or 3 competitors on there. They all look pretty much the same. Maybe one's pink, the other 2 are white, right? And you want to figure out, hey, how can I add something to this? How can I change it up, introduce something new to this market? There's only 1 or 3 competitors on there, and do this backed up by data, by proof, right? Proof of success, not just by your own opinion, by adding a different design just because you want to. So you can do 2 things. This is what I do. So what I would do if I were you, I would Google donut gifts, and I would look up the niche on Amazon, donut gifts or donut gifts for women or something amongst those terms. And as I'm scrolling down Google and Amazon, I would pay attention to the colors, the themes, the designs, the different artworks that are popping up over and over and over again. And those colors are popping up over and over again on Google and on Amazon. You know that these are proven colors that are working because everyone's using those colors, right? And if that specific color isn't used in that little niche, the sub niche that you want to target, the donut reusable coffee tumbler, then you know that this is a color that you can introduce to that marketplace that's proven by data, backed up by data, and you know that it's going to make money. So that's what I do with my products. And this is an easy way to start a business. Simple changes could really help you jumpstart your company and help you gain financial freedom this way. If you want to know the exact blueprint on how to start a successful Amazon FBA business and run it, I do have a course that teaches you how to go from $0 to $100,000 per month simply and efficiently. And what's one thing that's really great about this course is that I share with you real time what I'm working on, what I plan on doing, and how I'm able to work through all the curveballs that Amazon throws at us. What's really great is that I'm going through this journey with you. Another great thing is that I host bi-weekly Zoom calls where we all get together, you, me, and other students, and we will discuss and collaborate with each other on how we can help each other get to the next level of freedom. I created this course because I was getting a lot of DMs of people asking me if I can mentor them, if I can come up with a course. And teaching everyone one-on-one takes up a lot of time. So I thought that this was the best way that I can really help all of you together as a whole. I really want to help you and everyone else escape the 9-to-5 life so that you can really just gain freedom right now and not in 30 years when you retire. So if you're interested, you shoot me an email. The email is going to be in the description below or above here somewhere. And I'm going to be adding you to the waitlist for when I reopen the course for more students. The most important thing is not what you sell on Amazon, but how you sell it. It doesn't matter if you have an amazing product. If this product is not marketed correctly, you're not going to ever be able to get onto your customer's radar. So what I did was that I did very, very, very thorough keyword research. I picked the most optimized, most relevant keywords for my product, for my listing, and for a PPC, the advertisement. And I pushed really hard on ads, right, for really highly specific keywords that are relevant to my product. On Amazon, organic and PPC sales, the ads, they both hold the same exact ranking power. So what is ranking power? Basically what it is that if you have more sales velocity versus your competitors on a specific keyword, then that sales velocity pushes you up to the top of the first page. And what's most important with Amazon is that being able to rank your product to the top of the first page for your main keywords, so that once your customer is looking up your product, you are the first thing that they see. Because usually 75% of the customers do not look past the first half of the top of the first page. So if you're not there, you're not going to be successful. So this is what I did. The next thing what you want to do, right, for them to click on your listing is that you want to have a killer listing. So what is a killer listing? You have amazing images, amazing bullet points, amazing title, everything that conveys to your customers how it's going to improve their life, how it's going to solve any fears, any objections that they might have before buying your product. And you need to do this within 3 seconds of them taking a quick look at your product. And if you're not able to do this, then they're going to drop your listing, exit your product listing, and move on to the next product. If your listing is too wordy, if your pictures are too wordy, or the lighting's not good, it doesn't come off professional, right? You really need to stand out from your competitors this way. I've leveraged one product to create a multi-million-dollar business in less than 2 years, and I really believe in simplicity. So what I thought about next after my first successful launch was that how can I grow this business and scale it in the most efficient and simplest way? So once you launch and find your first successful product, what you want to do is just launch different versions and variations of that product. That's it. There are 3 things that you can do. Let's just say you launched a successful product and it was the donut reusable coffee tumbler. There are 3 things that you can do. 1, you can change the color or the design of that same donut coffee tumbler. 2, you can introduce a different size or different shape of that coffee tumbler. Or 3, you can just change the design totally of that coffee tumbler. So you know that the reusable coffee tumbler works. It's successful already, right? The shape, whatever you used already, all you have to do is change the category. So instead of donuts, you change it to cat, or you change it to French fries or sushi. But what you have to do is that you have to do the research in those sub niches to make sure that there's a lot of demand and very little competition. And this is how you're going to be able to scale your business like crazy. And this is what I did. All I did was change the color, the design, and the material of my products over and over again. And I was able to easily scale this business into a $1 million business all by myself. Now I have a small team and I can step away from the business whenever I want to, and I know that it's still making money, and I only spend around 10 to 15 hours per week on my Amazon FBA business. And what I plan to do with my free time moving forward, my extra free time, is I plan to use that time traveling, spending time with family and friends, and doing the things that I love. And I also want to spend this extra time and energy on my Amazon FBA course so that I can help you gain financial freedom. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned to my channel because I plan on dropping a lot more valuable content like this video. So I'll catch you soon. Take care.